Hello everybody, I'm Felicia, looking forward to doing Pilates with you today. And we are going to make those legs nice and slim and sleek. And by doing that, we'll also get into the buttocks, okay? So why don't we get to it? And I'm gonna lay on the side of my mat. So just come on to the side of the mat. I'm aligning the back of myself onto the back of the mat and bringing the feet to the front of the mat. That's going to give you stability. And nice and taut in that waistline, you should feel a nice little curve between you and the mat. This hand is going to go in front for stability. Just make sure you don't bring up that shoulder, right? Now, you can also put it on a book or a block, or you can come up to your hip. This will take the stability away though, so just be aware of that and make sure this top hip does not drop back. One hip on top of the other, okay? This arm can be down on your forearm, on a block or a pillow, okay, or even a book. But I'm gonna put my hand on my head, okay? Now this top leg, I'm gonna turn it out just a little bit. You could do turned in if you want, but I'm just gonna turn it out just a little bit. Belly is in, taut waistline, shoulder down from the ear. Okay, so now you're going to breathe in, and on the breath out, you come up without dropping this top hip. This is what people like to do, right? You want to come one hip on top of the other. Good. And then coming all the way back down. Now I am adding my foot, so flexing up and coming back down. Good. And let's do that again. Good. Feeling those inner thighs as you come down. Okay? Good. Belly is in, taut waistline. Good. Using your breath. Let's just do a couple more. And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a développé with the leg. So you're coming to the knee with the toe. As you do this, what happens with this top hip? It doesn't drop back, right? Belly is in, one hip on top of the other. If you need stability, that hand goes in front. Then you're going to extend the leg up towards the ceiling and then coming all the way back down. Now, breathing in and out on the down, right? So breathing in as you come up and down. Good. Now bringing those inner thigh together, and I'm adding the foot. So I'm pointing it and then coming back down. Good. Using your breath, navels into the spine, bringing those inner thighs together. Good. You could also feel this in the buttocks if you're doing it correctly. Just do 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pointing those toes, and I'm going to just do a small little circle of the leg. Now, in doing that, you want to move that leg within the hip socket without moving this top hip, right? Belly is in, nice and taut in that waistline. If you need stability, what do you do with that hand? Okay? And using your breath, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and reversing that leg. Good. This top hip stays still. You're just moving the leg within the hip socket. Good. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now we are going to go to big circles, okay? So this is also working this hip socket right here and all the muscles within it. If you need stability, put your hand in front. I'll do that actually. So you're going to come all the way front, all the way back, and then coming all the way together. Good. So you breathe in and out together. You breathe in and out. Now what happens to that back hip, or this top hip? It does not go back, okay? Let's just do 3, 2, nice and taut in that waistline. And last one. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go all the way back, without dropping that back hip, coming up towards the ceiling with the toe, without dropping that back hip, or that top hip back, and then go all the way forward. And then going all the way back, and all the way forward. Using your breath, breathing in and out. Shoulders down from the ear, nice and taut in that waistline. Good, and let's just do 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now, bend those knees. I'm going to press our hands into the floor, and then just come all the way up. Ooh, I could feel it in my buttocks as well. All right, so then we're going to come all the way up and over into a mermaid stretch. Chest is wide, looking up at the ceiling, breathing in and out. Good. Pressing in the belly and coming all the way up. I'm going to go to the other side. Okay? So just coming over onto the other side of the mat. Coming all the way down. Whatever you did on the other side with the upper body, with this arm, you can do that. I'm going to prop it up on my head. Your back is aligned with the back of the mat. Your feet come to the front of the mat for stability. Belly is in, nice and taut in that waistline. You feel a small little curve in between you and the mat. Your hand is in front of you, and make sure that your shoulder doesn't go up to the ear. I'm going to turn my legs a little bit out, but that is up to you, so I can feel the inner thigh a little bit more. Okay, so then we're going to come up and up with the leg without dropping this hip backward, right? Belly is in and hip is on top of the other one, and then coming back down. So all the way up. And on the way back down, you feel the inner thighs coming together. So all the way up, this top hip stays on top of the other, and then come all the way back down. Good, using your breath. Good, just do 3, 2, and 1. Good, now we're going to do a développé. Now feel that waistline nice and taut. Okay, one hip on top of the other. That toe comes to the knee and not dropping that top hip back. Belly is in, taut waist. If you need stability, bring that hand in front. You're going to come all the way up with the toe without dropping that hip, and then coming all the way back down. I'm adding the foot, so you point. And then you come all the way up and flex down using those inner thighs. So you breathe in and out. Feeling that waistline nice and taut, using your breath, using those inner thighs coming together. Good. And let's just do 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now staying here, if you want to, you can put your hand in front of you for stability. And we're just going to do little circles. I'm going to bring my hand here though on my hip, and make sure that you move that leg within the hip socket without moving this top hip. Okay? You hear me saying that over and over again, right? So nice and taut in the waistline, belly is in, you're moving the leg within the hip socket, and you're also getting all those little muscles in the hip as well. Okay, using your breath in and out. Good, concentrate on the breath, belly is in, and let's just do 3, 2, 1, and reverse that circle. Good. Again, if you need stability, where's that hand, right? Shoulders down from the ear, nice and taut in that waistline. And you're moving that leg within the hip socket, so this hip is not moving on top here. Good. And 3, and 2, and 1. Guess what? Big circles. I'm going to put my hand in front because of the stability. I want to make sure the hips are one on top of the other. The leg goes all the way front, all the way up towards the ceiling without dropping this hip backward. And then you come all the way back. Good. Belly is in. Hand in front of you for stability. And then you come all the way up and back. Come together. Again, breathing in and out. Try to go nice and slow and controlled. You'll get deeper into those muscles, okay? So let's just do 3, 2, and last 1. Now we're going to go and reverse it. So all the way back, one hip is on top of the other. Belly is in, taut waistline, so you're not dropping into the mat. Then you're going to come all the way up towards the ceiling without dropping this top hip. Now coming forward, now don't bring that hip forward, and then coming into center. So you breathe in and out. Good. Shoulder is down from the ear. Feeling that leg move within the hip socket. So you get all those small little muscles within the hip socket. Good. Using your breath, breathing in and out. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring those knees together. Press those hands onto the floor. You don't want to hit my mic there. Sorry if I did. Then we're coming up. I can feel it in that buttocks as well. Then we're going to come up and over, feeling a stretch in mermaid. Breathing in and out. Press belly in and then coming all the way back up. Great. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you feel it within those legs. You'll feel it in the buttocks as well, and also in the hip socket for all those tiny little muscles, because we definitely work them as well. Now make sure that you stretch. I have plenty of stretching videos if you want to join me. And thank you. I put videos up a couple of times a week. Come back for more. I always love subscribes, likes, and comments as well. Thank you and have a great day.